Hello world, welcome back to CyberCreed. Today in this video we are going to discuss my personal TCS InfraMind interview that I have basically gone through, and in this video we are basically going to discuss the process of the interview and all the documents they have asked and all the questions they have asked to me. So this is basically going to be the complete guide if you are basically going to have a TCS interview or you just are eager to know how the interview are basically conducted there. So with that said, let's just start this video right now. So let me just give you a brief about how I basically got the interview chance. So I basically have not participated through TCS NQT or TCS CodeVita. I have basically gone through the process of TCS InfraMind, which is basically a project-based hiring system conducted by TCS, in which you are basically greeted with 2 rounds. In the first round, you are basically going to be asked some high-level technical questions related to blockchain, machine learning, deep learning, cloud computing, and all the latest technology questions will be there. And once you have successfully passed those questions, then you are basically promoted to the next round, where you are given the list of projects, and then you have to basically create project accordingly. So I basically choose the project of deep learning because that is the field I was interested in, and then it was given a deadline of 2 months in which you have to basically solve. But as I have too much of experience in creating all the different web applications using deep learning, I completed my project within 15. And once the project was completed, I have to basically submit it to their website, and once the submission was done, everything was good to go. My project was completely working, and thus I got the chance to have the interview in the TCS. And one more thing I would like to tell you is that in this TCS InfraMind there is no percentage criteria, and that is the only reason I applied through this InfraMind, because in TCS NQT it's 60% and I don't have that percentage in my 12th grade. So I was basically forced to apply through TCS InfraMind, and luckily I got the chance to have the interview in TCS. And now let me just start telling what all questions were asked in the interview. So the very first thing that the interviewer asked me to show is my ID card. The ID card can be your Aadhaar card, passport, PAN card, or anything for identity verification. So I have to just show him my real ID card, and he just took the screenshot of it. And once that was done, he basically asked me to show my report card of my 10th and 12th as well as my graduations. So that was the first thing he gone through. He checked that all the details that I have mentioned was correct or not, and once that was done, there was also my resume to the same site, but he did not even look at my resume. He just went through and he started asking technical question. And just to let you know, there were 3 people. One was of technical, one is HR, and a third one was MR. So the first question that came out was from the technical guy, and the first question that he asked was, tell me the name of the subject that you have this semester. And I was like completely silent because the classes have been going online and I don't know what all the subjects that I currently have. So I just started uttering all the subject names that I have in my head. I started operating system, database management, algorithm, compiler design, computer networks, operating system. So I just threw out all the names that I have in my mind, and he was just satisfied with that. And then he started asking me the questions related to networking, because I don't know why that guy was trying to ask questions from networking. I think he was most interested in that, but I was not so good in networking, so I was trying to dodge the questions. But he asked first very basic question, that name me some networking devices that we use on daily basis. So I basically told switch and hub, and both of them are networking devices. So he basically asked another question, can you explain me the difference between both of them? And only one difference that I could remember out of my head was that one is the older version and one is a newer version. So I explained him about that question, that switch is basically the upgraded version of hub, and he was satisfied with that answer. And then he asked me about firewall. So what is firewall? And I basically answered that question, that it is used to protect our organization or site from harmful links, inbound and outbound connections. And I basically was using technical terms that shows him that I basically know something in deep. So he then told me that in TCS there are some type of website that are blocked for all the users. So if I give you the task of blocking those systems, how will you basically create this? And for the example, he told that let's say we don't allow the news website to be run in our organization, so what you are going to do there. So I just simply told, like, whenever you are basically visiting any website on the internet, all the website have the category, like this is video category, this is educational, this is study, this is gaming. So according to that, there are basically a list of website listed there, like gaming, these are the list of website listed there with their host name or IP address. So I just told him that we are basically going to search all the host file that are available with the name of news, and we are simply going to put all those IP address into one list, and then we are basically going to set a firewall rule to just prevent the access to those websites. And once again, he was very pleased with my answer, and then he basically started asking questions related to the machine learning. And in machine learning, he basically first asked me about my project, and I basically explained him the project that I have created in my InfraMind, which you can basically see on my YouTube channel too. I have basically uploaded that video explaining the code line by line, as well as the complete code is also given on the GitHub so that you can also use it. So I just explained him the project that I have created. It was of image captioning, where on given an image you have to basically tell what is happening inside an image. And one more thing that I have created was text summarization, where you have, once you are given a bunch of text, you have to just summarize it down to some less sentences so that it is easy to read. Then once again, he appreciated me that yes, your project is something unique, not like every other people that are creating simple projects in machine learning. So I got a plus point there. And then he basically asked me difference between machine learning and artificial intelligence, and I just explained the difference, and I also added to the point that real AI does not exist till date. But then he interrupted me and told that yes, I know that you are not working in IT, so you don't know about it, but there are some AI that are being developed on site or many companies. But I was so sure that AI is not being developed, because just for AI to be perfect, it have to think like a human, and not even the advanced robots of Google are also working like that. So that question was totally skipped. And then he basically asked me the use case of my image captioning model, like the machine learning model that I have created, that was basically responsible for telling what is happening inside this image. He asked me where we can use it. So I just simply replied that let's say you went somewhere inside a jungle and you are basically seeing some type of animal that you haven't seen before. So what you can see, you can just simply capture the image of that animal and whatever that animal is trying to do. Then my machine learning or deep learning model is going to tell what is the name of the animal and what is he doing. So he was also satisfied with that answer, and then he went on to my second project, that was of text summarization. Then he asked me the algorithm that I used for the text summarization. Like he asked, let's say I will give you a list of like 50 lines long sentences, so how your deep learning model of text summarization is going to find which lines are important and which are not to summarize it. So I just told him that it is going to check the frequency of the most occurred word that are basically occurring, and then according to that it is basically going to sort them from highest to lowest by checking which word have the most frequency and is most important, and then it is going to grab those lines out from there, and then it is going to summarize it. So I basically explained in deep all the algorithms that I have used into my text summarization. So he was satisfied with that answer too. And then he basically asked me a different type of machine learning. He basically asked me about supervised learning and unsupervised learning, and then I explained him the difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning. And then he jumped on and asked me what is some of the common use cases of unsupervised learning, because supervised learning is so common. Can you tell me the difference between unsupervised learning? Can you basically tell me the applications of unsupervised learning? So I basically told him that it is basically used in recommendation system, like on YouTube you are watching this video like TCS InfraMind interview experience. This is basically going to be suggested to other people who falls into the same category as you, like you watch bunch of videos and the other people also watch bunch of videos, and their intersection is basically taken, and those find a common interest, and then the YouTube recommendation system basically work. And Netflix also uses the same recommendation system. In Amazon also uses recommendation system for suggesting you the best product that you are most likely to buy. So he was also satisfied with that answer, and then he was very curious. He very curiously asked to me that how do you know this much? So I just told I have been just learning all these things because I was not good at all in aptitude. I never ever tried to learn that too. I just got into this because I know that if your programming is good, you don't need aptitude that much. So I just focused on my programming skills and I just upgraded those itself. And then once the technical questions were over, he just handed the questions to the HR guy and MR guy. So both were asking the questions related to the TCS, like how do you know about what do you know about TCS, why do you want to work here, and there were some other questions like who is basically the CEO of TCS and who is the HR, MR, and all other questions that were basically related to TCS. All those questions I have gone through just before 1.5 hours of the interview. There was one of my friend who just told me to just go through all those questions that was basically asked, because he have given the interview in TCS and was also selected, and because of him I was able to just answer all those TCS questions, and that was my complete experience of the TCS question. And if you just found this video useful or it is going to help you in any way, you can just hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. I will meet you in the next video where we can discuss more tech related stuff. So till then, tata, bye bye.